Hello everybody. It's January 11th, 2016, and I want to welcome you guys to the comic book haul video. I have a couple things in store for you guys today. I got one of my Silver Age keys back in the mail from CGC, so I'm going to do a little unboxing for you guys later on in the video. I also am going to show you guys a small haul that I got this week. But before I get to the good stuff, I have to start out with a little bit of a disappointment, and you guys can see it right in front of you. We have a Miss Marvel #1, the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. And you guys can see why it's a big disappointment. It came back as an 8.5 qualified. And the reason why they say it's qualified is because the bottom staple got detached from the front cover. Now, when I bought this book, I'm 95% sure that the staples were fine. I can't say for sure because I might have been so enamored by finding this book at a very affordable price that I just overlooked it. But I'm pretty sure that the book was okay. What my gut tells me is that the staple was on its last legs, and I actually sent this in for pressing before I got graded. And my feeling is that the staple got detached during the pressing process. I don't know for sure, so I can't complain about it. It's just one of those things I have to chalk up for a loss. I found a buyer already, offered me $60 for it, so I accepted. And I'm just going to take that $60 and use it to invest in a high-grade Miss Marvel #1. So it's a little disappointing, but hey, it happens. So I guess let me start off with my haul. I'm going to show you guys a couple of books I got from my LCS. So the first book I'm going to show you guys is Spider-Man Deadpool #1. This is the Ed McGuinness cover. This is the only book I picked up from New Comic Book Day on Wednesday. Really wasn't interested in anything else. Really excited to have Joe Kelly and Ed McGuinness back on Deadpool. And I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but I thought it was pretty funny. I'm quite interested to see what the Merc is going to be up to in this title, and it's something I'm going to continue to read. The only other book I got that came out that day, obviously the same book. It's the hip-hop variant for Spider-Man Deadpool #1. This is definitely one of my favorite hip-hop cover swipes. It's a swipe off of Eric B. and Rakim's Paid in Full album. And if you want to check out some of the really cool hip-hop covers, please check out Inside UFO and Nerdy Vision's videos on this. They did some great videos on all the hip-hop covers that they have. Personally, like I said, I like the hip-hop covers, but I would have liked if they didn't do so many. They maybe spread them out a little bit, just made them a little bit more special. The ones that I'm really looking forward to that are coming out soon are Power Man and Iron Fist #1, which is a swipe off of Mobb Deep's Infamous album. And the other book I'm looking forward to is Black Panther #1, which is a swipe off of Jay-Z's Black album. All right, so the next couple books I got from my LCS, I got myself New Teen Titans #32, first appearance of Thunder and Lightning. Nothing too crazy. It was a few dollars off a back issue box. Very high grade. But I'm trying to pick up like all the first appearances and key issues from the New Teen Titans run. There are quite a few origin stories, first appearances, and if somebody does pick up the show, hopefully this book goes up in value. But we'll see. All right. So the last book that I got from my LCS, I know Don, the comic book junkie, has been pretty much screaming at people to get this. So I finally caved in. I missed out on this when it first came out. Got Outcast #1. The TV show coming out soon on Cinemax. So if you can get your hands on this book, for $15 or $20, do it. Get it. Because, in a couple of months, this thing might be like $50, $60, and you're going to regret it. But just another key thing to keep in mind, when you do purchase this book, make sure you guys are getting a first print. The third and fourth prints are easy to differentiate from the first, but the second print's a little bit difficult. But all you have to do is look at the barcode in the back, and if there's a #1 on there, you guys are getting a first print. All right, so those are the books that I got from my LCS this week. I'm going to go on to the books that I got from my private seller. First one being X-Men 193. This is the first time Warpath dons his brother's costume. This is also the first appearance of the Hellions. Not too familiar with the Hellions, but I know this is their first appearance. And as you can see here, it's also the first appearance in terms of the Marvel comic book universe of Firestar. Now, I know her first comic book appearance is in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends #1, but like I said last video, that book has no continuity with the actual Marvel comic book universe. That comic book was totally based on a kid's TV show. Great show, but is not her actual first appearance in terms of the Marvel comic book universe. And this is it right here, actually. So, I'm going to show you guys the next book. Next book that I picked up. Got Frank Miller's Ronin, book 1. Great story. Really enjoy the art. There's been, I think every couple years, there's been news about a possible TV show or a movie. I know possibly Sci-Fi might be picking it up as a TV show, but who knows? I mean, right now it's like a $2 book. I doubt if it does get picked up, it'll go up very much at all. But it's a great read. I just love this book. I'm going to read it tonight. It's Frank Miller's Ronin #1. The next book that I picked up, you have Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man #1. We have a Tarantula appearance here. A lot of people confuse this book for the first appearance of Tarantula. That's because, I mean, as you can see, or all the Spider-Man fans know that this is a cover swipe of Amazing Spider-Man 134. But even though it's just an appearance, it's still an awesome book. Great cover. John Romita Sr. cover here. And I would say this book is probably around VF plus. So in that condition, I could get probably around 20, 25 for it. All right. So the next book I got in the haul is The Incredible Hulk 340. Classic Todd McFarlane cover. Great concept art here. As you can see, you have Hulk reflecting off Wolverine's claws. I mean, this cover's been homaged countless times since it's been released. And for such a, popular cover, it's not very expensive. I mean, you could get this between $20 and $30, and these things are all over the place too, so it's not that hard to find. So the next book that I got 2 copies of this. Got Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars #8. This is the origin of the alien symbiote black suit. Again, another book that is not too uncommon. You could get it for around $40 near mint. $30 VF. This is probably like this is my 4th copy actually. So if anybody out there may be interested in trading for this, hit me up on the comments or in the messages. But great cover, great book, very collectible. All right. Okay, the next book that I got in the haul, we have Amazing Spider-Man #252. This book is really popular for really 2 reasons. You have the first appearance of the black costume in the Spider-Man title, and of course it's also an Amazing Fantasy 15 cover swipe. If you want to get this book in near mint minus, near mint condition, you're probably gonna, have to pay around $50-60 for it. But I think it's worth it. It's a beautiful cover. All right, and finally to the last raw book of the haul. Really happy to get this classic John Romita cover. The Amazing Spider-Man #100, the 100th anniversary issue. I would put this about VF minus, VF condition. It has a couple dents in it, so I may send it in to get pressed and graded. But then again, I'm a little nervous after that Miss Marvel #1. Alright, so that kind of ends my haul for the week. But before I go, let me get to this unboxing. I've been waiting all day to do this. When I first bought this book, the first thing that I noticed was that the spine was in excellent condition. I mean, that's one of the first things I look at, especially when I buy a Silver Age book, is just to look at the spine. Because even if the rest of the book has some, defects or damage, if the spine is in really good condition, you're guaranteed to get at least a 6.0. But I paid $125 for this. So if I get, anything 5.0 or higher, that's money in the bank. But I'm hoping to get at least a 7.0. But literally after, you know, that Miss Marvel #1 mishap. I'm just hoping to get a blue label. Alright, that open. Need an overwrap. That invoice out of the way. So I'm covering the grade. Haven't looked at the grade yet. But we got a blue label, so that's good. And here it is. We got Fantastic Four #45, first appearance of Lockjaw in Inhumans. This book really blew up after, you know, the Inhumans movie was announced about a year ago. Quite honestly, besides Black Bolt, I'm not the biggest fan of the Inhumans. I mean, Black Bolt's awesome. I mean, awesome costume, awesome powers, really cool character. But I'm really not too sure what to do with this guy. But before I talk a little bit more about the book, let's see what the grade is. So on the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, so we got an 8.0. Like I said before, I was hoping to get at least a 7.0. I was definitely being a little conservative with the grade. I tend to, because, you know, with our own books, we tend to look at the books with rose-colored glasses. But, I mean, what kind 8.0? Shit. I mean, I actually have no idea what this book is going for in an 8.0. I know I've seen a 7.5 go for over $1,000, and I saw 8.5 going for, you know, between 2,000 2,500. But I haven't seen any 8.0s on eBay. So if you guys know, if you guys have any more information on what this book might go for in 8.0, you know, let me know in the comments. And I mean, like I said before, I'm not the biggest Inhuman fan. So if anybody has a FF45 and wants to upgrade, I'm totally willing to take a 5.0 or 6.0, and we could supplement, you know, the rest of the value with either cash or other key books. All right, so that's it, guys. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comments section. Please like the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I always love sharing my books with you guys. Everybody, enjoy the National Championship tonight, and this is Mike signing out. See you next video.